Listen carefully, because this might hurt, but it's the truth you need to hear. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to wipe your tears. Nobody is coming to hand you success on a silver plate. And the more you sit there complaining, the further success runs away from you. Because a real man never complains. A real man acts. You've been through hard times, haven't you? The bills piling up, the job you hate, the people who don't respect you, the friends who left. Life isn't fair, and you know it. But here's the problem. Instead of standing up, you sit there complaining. You blame the system, your parents, your boss, the economy, everyone except yourself. But let me tell you something. Complaining never built an empire. Complaining never put food on the table. Complaining never made a weak man strong. Every second you waste on complaining, another man out there is grinding, building, growing, turning pain into power. You can either keep talking about your problems, or you can start doing something about them. And the choice? It's all yours. Now imagine this. You're a young man, broke, tired, and stuck in a cycle that seems impossible to escape. Every morning, before the sun even rises, you drag yourself out of bed, not because you want to, but because you have no choice. Bills need to be paid. Your family depends on you. And so, you head out into the cold morning air, not to a fancy office, not to a dream job, but to carry bricks at a construction site. The work is heavy. Your back aches. Your hands are full of blisters. But you don't complain, because deep down, you know this is just a chapter, not the whole book. You say to yourself, this is my season of growth. This pain is building me. During the day, you sweat. At night, while others sleep, you study. You read under a flickering bulb, fighting exhaustion, pushing yourself because you know that knowledge will open doors labor never could. People see you and laugh. They say, why work so hard? You'll never make it. They whisper behind your back, mocking your dreams. But you don't waste your energy arguing. You don't waste your breath complaining. You know every second spent whining is a second lost from building. And then, years later, the tables turn. The same man who carried bricks now owns the building company. The same man who was mocked now employs the very people who doubted him. And when someone asks him, how did you do it? His answer is simple. I never complained. I just kept going. That's the lesson. Complaining keeps you stuck, but silence, discipline, and action carry you forward. Every time you open your mouth to complain, you make yourself weaker. Think about it. Complaining doesn't solve the problem. It magnifies it. You give your power away to the very thing you say you hate. When you complain about your job, do you get a better one? No. When you complain about being broke, does money suddenly fall into your lap? No. When you complain about your life, does it magically transform? Absolutely not. Complaining changes nothing on the outside, but it destroys everything on the inside. You see, real men, strong men, they understand this truth. Life is already hard. Adding negativity to it only makes it heavier. Every complaint you make is like adding another stone to your own backpack. Soon, you're not just carrying life's struggles. You're carrying your own words too. And words are powerful. If you keep saying, I can't, I won't, I'll never, then your mind believes it, and your future becomes exactly that, small, broken, defeated. But when you refuse to complain, something shifts inside you. Instead of wasting energy talking about the problem, you channel that energy into fixing it. Instead of saying, why me, you start saying, try me. That mindset separates the weak from the strong. Remember this. Complaining makes you a victim, but silence makes you a warrior. A real man doesn't look for sympathy. He looks for solutions. A real man doesn't cry about the storm. He learns to sail through it. And every time you hold your tongue, every time you choose action over excuses, you're building muscle, not just in your body, but in your character. So ask yourself right now, are you wasting your life complaining, or are you using to build your legacy? Silence is not weakness. It's power. You see, when you stop complaining and start working in silence, you create a force that people can't ignore. A real man doesn't need to announce every struggle. He proves himself through results. Think about it. A seed doesn't scream while it's buried underground. It grows quietly, pushing through the dirt until one day it breaks the surface and surprises everyone with its strength. That's you when you choose action over excuses. The world is full of people talking about their problems, their struggles, their pain. But talking never built an empire. Action did. Complaints never lifted anyone out of poverty. Discipline did. Excuses never built a strong body. Consistency did. When you move in silence, people don't see the battles you're fighting behind closed doors. They don't see the late nights, the sacrifices, the discipline. They only see the results, the business you built, the transformation you achieved, the success you earned. And that's the beauty of silence. It protects your energy and multiplies your results. Because when you talk too much, you drain yourself. But when you act, you shock the world. Real men don't complain about pain. They train through it. Real men don't cry about rejection. They use it as fuel. Real men don't beg for recognition. They earn respect by showing what they built. And here's the truth. People may doubt your words, but they cannot deny your results. Results speak louder than complaints, louder than excuses, louder than any noise you could ever make. So stop wasting your breath on what's wrong. Save your breath for when it matters. For the day when your success speaks to you louder than your complaints ever could. This is your wake-up call. Life is short, and every second you spend complaining is a second you'll never get back. A real man doesn't sit around waiting for someone to save him. He becomes his own rescue. He doesn't say, "It's too hard." He says, "I'll get stronger." You have two choices right now. Stay on the floor of self-pity or rise up and claim your place. Complaining is easy. That's why everyone does it. Rising, fighting, pushing through, that's rare. And rare is what makes you powerful. The truth is, no one cares about your excuses. The world respects results. Nobody is going to remember the man who complained about his life, but they will remember the man who took control of it. You want respect? Earn it. You want freedom? Fight for it. You want success? Build it with your own two hands. Yes, life will break you. Yes, it will test you. But those tests are not punishments. They are opportunities to prove who you are. Every challenge is asking you one question. Are you a complainer or are you a conqueror? So I ask you now, which one are you going to be? Rise up. Stand tall. Stop letting complaints hold you down. Because every time you choose strength over excuses, you step closer to become the man you were created to be. And when people look at you, when they see the results of your discipline, your silence, your strength, they will know without you saying a single word. That's a real man. So don't just survive, dominate. Don't just exist, rise. Don't just talk, act. Because a real man never complains. A real man rises above.